A son brings his old, paralyzed father to the river. He wants to say sorry without words. Why? What happened between them? And what does this apology mean? Well, let's find out in today's episode of our channel. Once upon a time in a village, there lived an old man named Rajendra with his son named Vikram. They were very happy until one day the old man had a massive stroke and became paralyzed. Since then, he was unable to speak or move his entire right side. His son, Vikram, had to take care of him. But the problem was that Vikram was a young guy who wanted to enjoy his life to the fullest, but now he was stuck taking care of his sick father. That's why he started to resent his father. One day, Vikram got a call from his friend asking him to go out for a bike ride. The two friends planned to go to a nearby lake which was around 6 miles away from the village. Vikram's father needed someone to take care of him during the day, so he asked his wife to do so. Then he left the house and went to meet his friend. On their way to the lake, Vikram and his friend saw an old frail man sitting by the roadside. The old man was trying to get himself up but was failing because of his heavy body. Seeing this, Vikram stopped his bike and asked his friend to wait for a while. He went near the old man and asked him if he could help. The old man nodded. So Vikram put the old man on his bike and both the friends took turns in paddling the bike so they could take the old man to the lake. After a few minutes, they reached the lake. The old man thanked them and asked them to leave. But Vikram insisted that he would take care of him until his family came to take him back home. Sitting on the bike, the old man suddenly removed his helmet and Vikram saw that it was none other than his own father. He was shocked and asked his father how he came here. The old man said that he managed to crawl out of the house and somehow reached the road where he sat down due to exhaustion. Then he saw Vikram and requested him to take him to the lake. Vikram felt ashamed for how he treated his father when he needed him the most. At that moment, he understood that no matter how busy he was in his life, he should never ignore his parents. As soon as his father's family arrived at the lake, Vikram handed them over his father and left the place. He returned back to the village and saw that his mother and sister were waiting for him in the courtyard. He went to his room, changed his clothes and went to his parents' room. Vikram found his father sitting on the bed and taking his breakfast. Seeing this, he was shocked because he thought that his father was paralyzed and wasn't able to eat anything by himself. His father noticed Vikram standing at the door and signaled him to come inside. Vikram entered the room and asked his father how he was having his breakfast. The old man said, Vikram beta, I know that you have been taking care of me all this time, so I asked your mother to bring me breakfast in my room so that you don't have to take care of me for a while. Hearing this, Vikram realized that his father knew everything about how he avoided him and didn't like it. That night, before going to sleep, Vikram went to see his father. His father was already awake and was sitting quietly. Vikram sat beside him and said, Father, I'm sorry. His father asked him, What did you say? Vikram said again, I'm sorry, father. Tears rolled down his eyes. Vikram's father held his hand and said, Beta, I know what you are going through. It's okay. You have your life and there are many more things that you want to do. It's all right. Don't worry about me. Hearing this, Vikram felt even worse. He couldn't believe that his father was so nice and caring even after knowing everything about him. From that day on, Vikram started taking even better care of his father. He made sure that his father didn't feel bad because of him. He spent most of his time with his father and consoled him whenever he felt low. Vikram also started visiting his father every day after he got back from work. He would sit with his father and talk about his day or simply massage his feet. One day, Vikram's father called him and said, Vikram beta, I want to go to the river and sit by the bank for some time. Can you take me there? Vikram asked, What is it, father? If you want, I can go to the river and bring some water for you to bathe. The old man said, No, beta, I want to go to the river myself. Please take me there. Vikram couldn't deny his father's wish, so he agreed and took him to the river. On their way to the river, Vikram's father kept telling him to go ahead and sit on the bike, but Vikram didn't agree. Instead, he walked beside the bike and held his father's hand. When they reached the river, Vikram parked his bike and helped his father get down. Then he sat his father on a nearby bench and asked him if he needed anything. The old man shook his head and told him to go and sit by the river. Vikram sat on the ground near the river and watched the flowing water. He felt relaxed and enjoyed the peaceful atmosphere. After spending some time there, Vikram's father called him and said, Vikram beta, I want to say something to you. Vikram went near his father and asked him to speak. The old man said, Beta, I know that you are a good son and you love me a lot, but sometimes you get so engrossed in your work that you forget to spend time with your family. I am not blaming you because I know that you have your own life to live. But please remember that no matter how busy you are, never ignore your parents. They are the ones who gave you birth and brought you up, so please respect them and give them as much love as you can. Vikram nodded his head and said, Yes, father, I promise I won't repeat this mistake again. The old man patted his son's shoulder and said, I know you won't, beta. I'm just saying this because I love you. Vikram hugged his father and thanked him for giving him such valuable advice. After spending some more time at the river, Vikram and his father returned home. From that day on, Vikram never ignored his father. He made sure that he visited his father every day and spent some time with him. He also started to take better care of his father and never got angry at him. One day, Vikram's father fell ill and was taken to the hospital. Vikram stayed with his father throughout the night, talking to him and consoling him. In the morning, the doctor came and told Vikram that his father had passed away. Vikram was shocked and couldn't believe that his father was no more. He cried a lot and prayed that God would give him strength to bear this loss. When Vikram returned home, his mother and sister were waiting for him. They had tears in their eyes and consoled him and told him that his father was in a better place now. Vikram stayed in his room for the next few days, not wanting to meet anyone. He cried every day and missed his father. He couldn't understand why his father had to leave him so soon. One day, as Vikram was going through his father's belongings, he found a diary. He opened it and started reading what his father had written. In the diary, Vikram learned that his father had written down all of his memories with him, from the day he was born till the day he became paralyzed. Vikram's father had written everything with so much love and care that Vikram couldn't stop crying. He realized that his father had loved him more than anything in the world, even more than his own life. As Vikram read his father's diary, he felt guilty for how he had treated him. He remembered all the times when he had ignored his father and not spent enough time with him. He also remembered all the times when he had yelled at his father and not listened to him. Vikram realized that he had been a bad son and that he deserved his father's anger. After reading the diary, Vikram went to his mother and sister and told them everything. His mother and sister were shocked and couldn't believe that Vikram had treated his father so badly. They told him that he should have shared this diary with them earlier so that they could have helped him. Vikram apologized to them and promised to never make such a mistake again. From that day on, Vikram started visiting his father's grave every day. He would sit there and talk to his father, sharing all his feelings and thoughts. Vikram also started to volunteer at a local hospice, taking care of the elderly people there. He wanted to make up for the time he had wasted with his father. Now, every year on his father's death anniversary, Vikram organizes a charity event in his honor. He invites all the elderly people from the village and takes care of them. He also donates money to the hospice where he volunteered. Vikram knows that he can never bring his father back, but he can honor his memory by taking care of other elderly people. And that is the end of today's story. What did you think about the story? How do you feel about Vikram's actions? Let us know in the comments below. Also, share this with your friends and family. We will be back soon with another amazing story. Until then, stay tuned.